Hi everyone, my name's Neil. I'm a first year medical student at Hackensack Meridian School of Medicine over in Nutley, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the two types of coronavirus testing and places that you can go and find affordable testing. The first type of test is a nasal swab test. So you want to go get that if you're showing symptoms. If you have a fever, a dry cough, or have been exposed to someone you know who's had coronavirus recently, you'd want to go to a testing center and get this done. Basically what it involves is the doctor and nurse is going to put a swab up your nose to get a sample, and then they'll send it to the lab, and in a few days you'll get back the results of whether or not you actively are infected with coronavirus. This is really important to know because if you are infected, you want to self-quarantine for 2 weeks or until you stop showing symptoms for 3 days. The second type of test for coronavirus is called an antibody test, or sometimes serological test or serology. And what this is looking for is things called antibodies in your blood, which your body produces after you've been exposed to or infected with a bacteria or a virus. So what doctors can do is they draw your blood, and then they can see whether or not your body has produced these antibodies. And if you have, that indicates that you might have been exposed in the past. If you're looking for a testing center, I've put in the description of this video a link to a website where you can put in your address, and the state of New Jersey has compiled a list of testing centers, and after you put in your address, it'll show you the closest testing centers. It'll give you their hours, the types of tests they do, whether or not they do the nasal swab or the antibody test, or some of them do both, and also any requirements that you should be aware of before you go. You should note that some of these centers require you to make an appointment prior to showing up, and others have residency restrictions, so it's only available to official residents of New Jersey or Passaic County. So it's important to just know the requirements of each testing center and make sure that you qualify before you make an appointment. I hope this video was helpful and informed you of what kind of tests are out there and where you can go to get the tests.